Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we have got a big old Boxyluxe to share with you. So it says boxycharm, but I am a Boxyluxe subscriber. So in addition to the regular $21 a month, every 3 months I pay an extra 28 something, and I pay about 50 bucks to get this larger box. So let me just tell you, I paid about 50 for this box, but these are the prices of the items in it: 89, 20, 45, 34, 65, 20, 25, 32, and 22. So if that doesn't tell you already what a great deal this is, I will try to remember to put the prices of everything on the screen as we go so you can see the value of each item. But one of the items alone is worth more than the entire box. So I'm always really happy to receive this. I do pay for it myself, so I love to show you guys what's in it and also show you a look trying out the products. So if you want to see me try out all of the things in this month's Boxyluxe, then just keep watching. Alright, so we're going to jump right into the box. This says, "'Tis the season." A little glance at what my box is looking like. I'm spying some skincare, so we are going to go there first. So we have the Elemis Pro Collagen Marine Cream. I'm really excited about this because I've been wanting to try a bunch of Elemis products, so this comes at the perfect time. This is just a 1 ounce jar, just a standard smaller full-size product. And here is what the marine cream looks like. All that came off the lid right there, so we're definitely going to use this so we don't waste it. Ooh. So it has a little bit of a perfumey scent to it, but it's very light and clean. Usually I am like totally against fragrance, and this may not be the fragrance, I don't know. It definitely has a very high-end smell to it, if that makes sense. It smells kind of fancy. And while that's sinking in, it says it's powerful anti-aging, shown to reduce appearance of wrinkles, improve skin firmness, tone, and hydration in 14 days. It's got Padina, Javanica, and antioxidant-rich ginkgo biloba, improve suppleness, elasticity. It says they do not test on animals. I noticed that it says it's free from colors, parabens, SLS, SLES, DEA, and mineral oils, but I think they do have fragrance in this, if that makes sense. So, because I'm smelling a good bit of fragrance in here and it doesn't smell like just ingredients. So, at any rate, we're going to try it out. I'm really happy to have this and be able to try it. So, there's a little moisturizer. I am going to go ahead and do foundation and concealer off camera, and then we will come right back. Alright, so we've got foundation and concealer, and I went ahead and did my brows as well. So I used some Huda foundation and the Too Faced Born This Way Sculpting Concealer, and I just want to go over this really quick and make sure it's not creasing. So the next thing I see is this Luxie Complete Face brush set. I'm so excited about this. I really love Luxie brushes, so to have a whole set this time I think is amazing. Okay, so that's cute. It slides out like this. You could use this as a little base actually if you wanted to put brushes in. So that's pretty cute. You could actually sit this down in there. I don't know if they meant it to be that way, but you could definitely leave your brushes sitting in here. So we've got a few eye brushes, a few face brushes. So here are all the brushes so you can see them a bit better. Some gorgeous ones. Got a lip brush. I actually don't think I have a lip brush, which is crazy. This one is just a spoolie. It looks like we've got a really nice foundation brush, which I should have used, but we're going to try that at another date. We are going to pull out, this is the Round Top Blender Pro Precision. It was that foundation one that's kind of slanted. This one is the Taper Highlighter. We'll definitely use that, and we'll definitely use these couple of eye brushes too. We got a Spongelle Blossom Bliss. This is the Body Wash Infused Buffer. I am going to save this for my giveaway. You guys should see that within a day or two at the most, if not the same day as this video. But this is a little bit floral for me personally, and I feel like somebody else will enjoy it more. The next thing is the Pretty Vulgar. This is the Powder Room Matte About It Translucent Setting Powder. First of all, the packaging is gorgeous, and I'm so glad I got this. I was literally like on the verge of ordering it and then realized that this could have been in my box, so I waited, and so happy that I got it. So it does come with the pink powder puff. So regular sifter in there. You can see a little bit of powder. So I definitely want to go under my eyes. I'm just going to once more make sure that everything is set. There's really like no creasing going on. That's awesome. I want to get in all those areas. So I am going to douse a little bit of powder into the lid, just like I normally would. And I'm going to use my sponge for my under eye. I know you can use the puff, but I'm just feeling this. So I've heard like rave reviews about this, and it's sold out on Sephora right now because I happened to just look at it last night, and yeah, we're gonna try it. So this is a matte setting powder. I can be a little bit on the drier side, but I've heard that this one isn't too drying, just from seeing other people's like reviews and thoughts on it. So hopefully this won't give me any issues. Okay, so now I've got like those major areas set. I doused just a little bit more into the lid, and I'm gonna take this little powder puff that they included. Powders want to like kind of grab together and form little clumps. Okay, so I am freaking set. I can say like my first impression of it, it doesn't feel very dry, but it looks pretty powdery. I'm gonna use this tapered highlight to dust away some of this where it's kind of want to grab. Okay, there we go. So I think once we use some setting spray, it won't be a big deal. Okay, so that's the powder. So far, I love it. It definitely is a little bit more matte of a powder than I typically go for, but it's kind of reminiscent of translucent setting powder from Laura Mercier. I mean, my skin looks like porcelain right now. I need some color for sure. I need a little coffee. The next thing in my box is this bag. It says Glam AF. It feels like there's something in it though. There's your little bag. Crimes of Beauty. Oh, I think it's a little charger, yeah. Awesome. That should fit right into my phone, so that's pretty cool. So it's like a little charger to take with you. All right, I see a big palette. So this is the Violet Voss Holy Grail eyeshadow palette. So I'm excited. I don't have a lot from Violet Voss. I think I literally have like the one palette. So we are going to try this baby out. I've got a couple of eye brushes here. I might grab a couple more if needed, because I only have a couple. This Luxie one is the tapered blending. We'll definitely start off with that. And then we've got the eye shading. So, I mean, I could honestly get away with doing it in a simple eye look, but I might grab a couple more brushes. So let me show you guys. This is what the palette is looking like. It's got some gorgeous warmer tones, but you also have a lot of pinks and deeper kind of tones. Very earthy, but definitely gorgeous. This has a lot of basics that you definitely need in your collection. I'm gonna take the tapered blending, and I think I'm gonna reach for Thanks a Latte, which is this matte light shade. And I'm just gonna see how this looks, because I honestly don't know if it's gonna add color or be about the same. It looks like it's about the same, maybe ever so slightly darker. So I'm gonna go ahead and just blend that through. So they literally have a color called Transition. So we're gonna go in with Transition, although I'm kind of interested to see if Transition and Bestie look that different. There's a slight difference. This is Transition and Bestie's here. So there is just a slight color difference between the two. So Bestie would also be a good transition if you were a bit darker. And then you could also use Are You Kitten if you were even darker than that. So let's go in with just Transition. Tap off that excess. I'm just gonna keep straight on with this brush some more. I'm gonna take now Are You Kidding Me, which is a little bit darker, slightly warmer, and I'm gonna run that through the upper part of my crease. Blending like a freaking dream. So each color has been very soft. If you're wondering why this looks so subtle and you're not seeing any changes, it's just the colors are really soft. And I am slowly adding color. So I didn't want to go full force into a ton of color. I want to just gradually add. So now I'm going to take the shade Brownie Points, which is down here. It's definitely a bit darker. And tapping off a lot of excess on that brush and taking that deep into the crease. I'm going to switch to the other brush. This is the 213 Eye Shading, and I'm going to switch to the shade Teddy Bear, which looks like it's the darkest matte in the palette, and I'd add a little bit of depth. I'm focusing on having this in the outer part of my crease. I'm going to just continue on with that shade and kind of tuck it in the outer part of my lid. Grabbing my blender brush and pulling it out. I think I'm gonna take a little bit of Bat My Eyes. This is a shimmer shade right here. And with that same shading brush, I'm just gonna see how it does. Looks like it did beautifully. I'm gonna jump back a little bit in color and take Are You Kidding Me? And I wanna go ahead and throw this underneath the eye. And then I'm gonna take Brownie Points. So I kind of just clean my brush off. And I'm gonna take that very first shade, Thanks a Latte, which is again very light. And I just wanna soften that edge right there. And now I definitely want to take a shimmer shade. So I think I'm going to try out Cool Beans right here. I'm going to just use it on my finger and see how it turns out. So that's a gorgeous, soft, everyday eye look. It's a little smoky in the way that I kind of dragged it out, but it's so soft. Anybody can wear this and it's very neutral. So we've still got a few more things in the box. So the next thing I see is the Suva Beauty Protege palette, which looks something like this. Ooh. You've got 6 shadows and it looks like 2 highlights. So there's a pretty like cool purplish theme here and then a warm theme. So you could definitely do a couple different looks with this. I think we're gonna try out the highlight because I've done basically everything else off camera as well. I finished my eye. I added just a little bit of tight line eyeliner on top. I kept it very simple. So I kept it a very, very simple look. So let's go into, I think Era is gonna be definitely a better fit. The other highlight's more pink and cool. So we're gonna take this on this highlighting brush that we got from Luxie. It's definitely a little powdery. So I'm building it up and you can see this light glow, but it's a bit more subtle. Okay, so it's pretty, but it is a little bit more powdery. So I'm just really having to layer that up. Definitely, if you like a subtle highlight, this would be very nice. So I'm gonna go ahead and set my face. I've just got some All Nighter, the mini size. So I'm gonna spray this all over. So I went kind of heavy with the setting spray because with it being such a full coverage foundation and then a matte powder, I felt like I was just looking very powdery. As this is drying down, I'm gonna add a bit more highlight. Okay, so taking the same brush, same highlight, and I'm just gonna add some. And the more I build it, the more it's just really lovely. It has a gorgeous look to it. It just takes a little bit of work, but sometimes that's really worth it. I think that turned out really pretty. It's not the most blinding, but it's really gorgeous on the skin. I have like this very doll-like effect. I actually really like it. I've got 2 more products. The next one is the Grande Mascara Lash Boosting Formula. This I'm really excited about because I need to use my serum that I have and I just haven't been using it regularly. So this I think is supposed to kind of nourish the lashes and help them be healthy. So let's try it on. So there's a little side by side. We've got one more thing, Tarteist Shimmering Lip Paint. I have the shade Insta Famous. So let's take this out and see what it looks like. I believe these have a more glossy consistency. That's what it looks like in the tube there. I'm gonna put a bit on the lip and then decide if I want to add. It's really pretty. So I think I'm gonna wipe this off and then put on a lip liner and then put this over top and see what it looks like. So I grabbed this sleek lip pencil. This is the Rule On lip pencil in the shade All Play No Work. It looks like a really pretty rosy shade. And these are so creamy, so they're perfect for layering all over the lip. So let's go ahead and put Insta Famous back over top of this. I'm gonna take this Luxie lip brush and just edge out my lips. Alright, so that's my final look using my Boxyluxe for the month of December. I hope you guys enjoyed seeing me play with all these products and see what they're all about. And don't forget to leave the video a thumbs up if you do enjoy it. And as always, make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications so that you know every time I upload. Thank you so much for watching and I will see you in my next video. Bye!